Team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Bears will kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Give to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. He has the first and still on his feet. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First and 10. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Turning it on. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Miami. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll leave it with him. And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Hawkins. That's caught. It's Keith.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense, because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
The Bears are rolling down the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. He had the speedster loose, and he just couldn't connect. Just a little too much juice on the pass.
Yeah, those ones that you got a guy wide open, a lot of times quarterbacks will tell you that those are the ones you kind of, like, I don't want to mess this up, and you either put way too little on it, or in this case, way too much on it, and overthrow the speedster.
Punt is in the air. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. It's complete to the right. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And the Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. Oh, they're after him. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Hurricane. The defense putting points on the board.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And the Hurricanes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
Baylor, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They have been bludgeoned right out of the gate in this one now to try to find their footing and get back in this game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside to hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick six here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick six rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It's complete to the left. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. A designed run for the quarterback.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Bears are marching down the field. To throw, it's Hawkins. Snagged out of the air. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Give to the running back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter.
Get set, get set.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. The Bears will try to move the chains on fourth down.
Come on, set.
A run for the quarterback. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. You know, gone are the days when the down marker says 4 and you automatically send the punt team out.
No doubt. So many numbers, so many possessions. Everything is monitored. Everything is calculated. And now the analytics say, listen, you got to take more chances if you want to win games.
4-2 Spider.
Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
To the air, it's Hawkins. Might be looking to run. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, that's one of those as a quarterback. You're out on the perimeter of the field. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. You think you can fit it in there, but, man, you've got a lot of speed. And next time you're in that position, you might just decide to take off because you might just go score.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Boy, they love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7.
Miami.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. The play action fake. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Running through contact. They finally make the stop, but he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense.
He's going for a big play downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field.
Pace, 27, jump.
The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And he reels it in at the 15-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stop, reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Back open in the middle. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Bears have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll move the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. Quickly complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. From the gun, give on the inside. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Fires to the big fella. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Looking to throw on first down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bears!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. From the gun, to give, looking for room. There he goes. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before.
Oh, out of space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Pocket breaking down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Miami 22, Baylor 14.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Now facing a third and long. Lost to throw again. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Pressure coming. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long, obviously having a ton of success.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Miami! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
After that amazing performance in Week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Tulsa overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Golden Hurricane tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Throwing right. Found the spot in the defense. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Heath. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
On the double.
And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Down. Terrier. Terrier. Go.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab on the big throw. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They'll go to the air. Here comes the Heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the ride. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Yeah, and you run a play that's conservative. You're going to hand the football over, and you think nothing bad's going to happen. And, man, if he doesn't just cough it up, terrible timing. You get inside that 5-yard line ready to make a play, score some points, and instead the defense recovers the football.
Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
And the Canes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go up top on second and short. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
A strike downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy.
Breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer, take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
To the air, it's Hawkins. Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
On 4th down, going to the air. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, I love the play call by the defense there on 4th down. They were expecting pass. They didn't decide to just lay back and play zone coverage. They were going to dial up the pressure. They bring the blitz, and they just overwhelm the offensive line and anyone else trying to protect that quarterback. He had no shot.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Moore. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Snags it over the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Second down coming up.
We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Off play action. Showing the arm strength to the left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Baylor! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem.
That makes the score.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Bunch formation for these receivers. Leaves it with the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to the air on second and short. Makes the catch. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. He'll pull it down. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
Instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Moore.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Hurricanes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on 3rd. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And to sell out and bring a blitz like that on 3rd and inches and then to have it pay off with a sack, oh, this defense makes a play.
Gotta love the aggressiveness, gotta love the onions, just to bring the blitz, not worry about it. I don't care about the back end. I don't care about them throwing the football, and they end up throwing the football on 3rd and short. Nice play, forcing the 4th down.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in, Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Keeps it and gets past the chains. Oh, there's an alley to the left. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
The Bears, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again.
Jackrabbit.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
That one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll line up for a second down play. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Going to the running game. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
This is one of the best run defenses in the entire country. They pride themselves on being the most physical unit, and you are seeing that in this game, shutting down this running back.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains.
Easy.
Snap to the back. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. And the Bears will go for it on 4th down.
Lasso. Lasso.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Baylor.
And after this play, the cake will be baked.
Easy.
Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes play number 6 of the drive.
Gorilla. Gorilla.
Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Fires left. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. When you know you have a team